Hey guys, it's David from the Meyerberg Fitness Center, here to give you a few balance exercises that you can do from your very own home. All right, now these exercises are going to be for all fitness levels, but your safety should always be a top priority, so make sure you're doing this with the assistance of a chair, a counter, or a couch, just something to hold on to, okay? So the first exercise we're going to do is going to be a leg curl. All right, this is going to be for the back of the legs. This is actually one of my personal favorite exercises. All right, now as you do this, to maintain proper form, you want to make sure you keep your knees together at all times. All right, the motion we're going to do is just bringing the heel towards our butt, like we're trying to kick ourselves in the butt. All right, now as you do this, your knee is going to want to push forward. Try not to do that. Resist that urge as much as possible. If you are using a chair and you're standing behind the chair, this can kind of help keep your knees from pushing too far forward, all right? So in order to put emphasis on the hamstrings, this part of your leg right here, you want to make sure that your knees are side by side the entire time, all right? So you're going to do about 10 on each side, all right? So we're going to do 10 right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to curl up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, same way. Watching out for those knees, making sure they're side by side. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, so that was for the back of the leg. So we're just going to switch things up, do the front of the leg now. All right, we're going to do knee raises. All right, so I'll turn my chest to the side. So what we're going to do, and you can definitely hold on for this one, all right? Because again, if you are prone to falling or fallen before, you want to make sure you have something to hold on to at all times. All right, but if you feel like it's too easy, you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, still be close to something you can hold on to, but maybe just, not grip it so much, or keep your hands somewhere close by, so if you need it, you have it, all right? So the next one is going to be a knee raise. So to perform a knee raise, you're going to raise your knee up as high as you can towards your waistline, all right? So as high as you can get it. If you can't get it this far, don't worry. You just want to make sure you're engaging this part of your body, all right? Now as you raise the knees up, pay attention to where your toes are, all right? You want to make sure you always lift your toes up so that your feet are nice and flat. You never want to have your toes pointed down, because if you're walking or doing things like that, that's how you end up catching your toe on something, all right? Some of us have tripped up the steps before just because we haven't lifted our toes up high enough, all right? So always make sure your foot is nice and flat when you raise it up, as high as you can. Then you're going to go back down for 10, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, now, for some of our more advanced guys out there, if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, at the end of your 10th repetition, you can go into a static hold and just hold that position for about 10 seconds or so. All right, so I'll demonstrate on the other side. All right, so we're going to do 10 and we're going to hold for 10. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax down. Very good. All right, so that's just something to add in at the end to make it a little more challenging, work on a different aspect of balance. All right, so the next few exercises we're going to do are going to be for the hips. We're going to kind of work our way all the way around, starting with the front. All right, so we're going to do a forward leg raise. Now you're going to start by extending one leg forward. All right, now you can either point the toe, all right, and rest on your toe, or the heel. It's really a matter of preference. All right, from here you're going to raise the leg up as high as you can, but it's important that you don't tilt back as you do it. All right, everything from the waist up, try to be as upright as possible. All right, so For me, I'm gonna actually point the toe, starting with the right leg. I'm gonna raise it up for 10 and back down. All right, nice and easy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. You can relax that side. The same thing on the other side. Again, you can point the toe or rest on the heel. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, so that was for the front. Now we're gonna take it to the side, all right, which is a very vulnerable place for most people, all right? So in our everyday life, we don't really get a lot of side hip work, right? So that's why in most cases of a fall, it's the first thing to go, all right? So we want strong hips in this area. So we're moving in a lateral direction. We're gonna go out to the side. So from here, feet together, you're gonna raise your leg out to the side as much as you can until you feel some resistance right here. Then you come back down, nice and easy. All right, again, hold on if you need to. We're gonna go for 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now for those who are a little bit more advanced, all right, what you can do is actually take the leg and cross it over the other, kind of open up the side of the hips a little bit more. It's gonna give you a little bit more range of motion, make things a little bit more challenging, all right? So we're gonna do 10 on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. All right. And last one, we're going to go in the reverse direction. All right. So we're going to take our leg raises behind us, making sure that we don't lean forward, right, and move away from the contraction. We want it to meet right there, kind of in the lower back, top of the glute area. All right. So starting with the right leg, you're going to raise it back as much as you can, again, until you feel that contraction about right here. You're going to touch down, nice and easy for 10. All right. I'm going to start with the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Other side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, so now we kind of got the hips all the way around. So next, we're going to do a few calf raises. All right, this is going to be for the lower half of the leg. All right, also a very important part to get. So to perform your calf raise, you want your feet to be relatively close together. All right, what we're going to do is shift our weight to the balls of our feet. All right, and raise our heels up off the floor as high as possible. All right, now the important part of this exercise is going to be the way back down. You don't want to just let gravity do all the work and plop back down. You want to control it on the way down the same way you control it on the way up, right? So nice and easy for 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and calf raise up and back down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, so the opposite of the calf raise would be the toe raise, all right? So this is actually going to go in the reverse motion. All your weight's going to be on your heel, all right? So In most cases, it's a lot more difficult to do, so I advise everyone doing this at home to definitely hold on to something, right? So, just like when we did those knee raises, I told you to lift your toes up, it's similar, all right? Except now, both heels will be flat on the floor, so we want to make sure, you know, you're always holding on to something, all right? So, from here, we're going to raise the toes up. Weight goes on the heel, back down, nice and easy for 10. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right. Excuse me. And if you can't quite do 2 feet at the same time, you feel like you're not at that stage yet, you can also perform this exercise with 1 foot at a time. All right. So just bringing 1 foot forward, right, and resting that heel on the floor, you can raise the toe up and down, still get relatively some of the same work, all right, but just toning it down a little bit if you're feeling that you might lose your balance even if you hold on to something, right? So that's one way to also get that, that movement, all right? So the next one, we're gonna do what's called a partial step. It's a step back from your traditional lunge, all right? All we're gonna do is take a big step forward. For most people, might be a little wider than your normal stride, all right? The knee's gonna be bent in the front, the leg's gonna be relatively bent in the back, but the heel's still gonna be flat on the floor, all right? So, similar to a lunge, when you step forward, you're gonna make sure you press off that forward heel and come back feet side by side, all right? Always make sure you land the same way that you started, all right? That way you keep your balance. So, starting feet side by side, take your right leg, and take a nice big step forward, bending the forward knee, keeping your weight centered, all right? So notice that my body isn't too far forward, shadowing my knee, and it's not all the way back here, all right? Hovering over the back leg. So it's kind of somewhere in the middle. You're gonna press off that heel, come back, feet side by side, and repeat. Come back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we're going to do the other side. Now again, for those who are a little bit more advanced and you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can go a little bit wider into a full lunge, in which case you're going to open up your legs a little bit more. The heel on the back leg will raise off the floor a little bit, and your back knee will get closer to the floor. All right, so I'll demonstrate on the left side. So we're going to do 10 and lunge forward. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Very good. So hopefully you guys found those exercises helpful. You can try those at home. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.